Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is an old video from, I think it was from last year, of this guy who saw these two strange lights in Ohio. Also have this video here of these strange pillars of lights that were seen in Ontario and Port Huron, Michigan. And then let's see, and then this is a little tiny drone that was seen in Poland. And I also have another one of these little drones. This is, I think this is an AARO release UFO from July of 2022. And I also have this video here of a strange light that was seen in Denmark. And then let's see, this is a pretty clear video of a UFO that some guy saw in Australia while he was out there camping. And then let's see, and then this is an old video that I'm pretty sure I've played before, my old channel. But yeah, some night cam, security cam caught this little guy here, and they're trying to say that it's a little kid in some pajamas, but there's no way. When you look at this, the body shape, there's no way that it's a normal little kid. Let's see. Also have this article here. This guy talks about working at a nuclear weapons storage depot in Nevada, and he says, "Yeah, there's definitely some weird stuff that goes on there with UFOs. Checking them out." And then let's see. And then I got this short little video here about these holes in the ground called Dane holes. They're like underground hideaways where, I mean, the ones that they talk about here are these single holes. You got to go down into the hole, and then when you get to the bottom, it opens up into a giant chamber, and they're talking about a bunch of them. And then let's see, last is this article here. Let's see, very similar to the Frederick Valentek UFO incident, where the guy was calling air traffic control, saying that that there was a strange craft over his plane, and then you hear a metallic sound, scraping sound, and you never heard from Mr. Valentek after that. But apparently, something similar happened to this guy here, Jose Pagan. There's an audio recording of his Mayday message that we'll listen to. Anyways, let's go to this first video here. This is a UFO sighting caught on camera in Marion, Ohio. So let's see. Let me go right to the beginning here. Actually, this is, right here at the beginning. Anyways, check this out. I want, is this guy like on an electric scooter or something? Because I'm not hearing any engine. I think I hear a motor, but I definitely don't hear an engine. I hear an engine. No, he's in a car. Anyways, that's that video. Link to all of these videos will be in the description. This is a kind of interesting one too. These pillars of light that were captured. Too. Yeah, this is, and this is something that's rare. Is that there's a bunch of different people caught this. I mean, it could be something like maybe icebergs or something like that. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's go to this video here. The spherical UFO over Gebice, Poland in 2017. Let me see, back up a little. You can see where this is taken from. Let me give you, yeah, this is a close up of this thing. Look at it. Yeah, definitely perfectly spherical. You can see the, what is it called? When the sunlight reflects off of a spherical object. Anyways, that's that. Not the most exciting video. Let's go to this one here. Let me see. Let me make this bigger. Yeah, you can see this object here, right? You'll see it come flying into the screen. And I wonder where this is from. What was the camera that was filming this, and why were they filming? Footage from Mission Report. This is from July of 2022. You see, like, where was this, the camera person, or where was the camera at that took this? Was this taken from like a drone that was hovering in the sky? Very interesting. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's see. This is Strange Light in the Sky in Denmark. Let's see. A little sun-like orb or UFO passes by while I'm standing looking out of my kitchen window. I quickly pick up my phone and start recording. I run outside to follow the orb with my cam. Not long thereafter, the orb vanishes in Graested, Denmark. Yeah, nothing exciting on this video. Anyways, link will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. This is a man films a UFO hovering over him while camping in outback Australia. Look at that thing. It looks like someone stabilized this video too. Wow, pretty amazing. So I heard some people who were analyzing this thing saying that is it a flashlight? But when you shine a bright flashlight, right at a camera, the light turns completely white because it blows out the chip. That's capturing the image. You put too much light in there, it just blows it out. It doesn't. You don't. Yeah, you lose all any color. Anyways, link to that will be in the description. Let's see. This one here. Yeah, they're trying to say that it's a little kid, but let me see. Look at this. Look. Yeah, this person is just way too skinny to be a human. Unless someone's wearing like yeah, they said that it's a kid wearing a an underwear on his head. But look at the body. Yeah, but they're trying to say that it was this kid here, but they put him in the outfit, and they yeah, here we go. Look at that. There's no way, no way, not the same thing at all. Anyways, link will be in the description. This one is a kind of an interesting little article here. Let me give it a quick read. It says, I worked at a nuclear weapons storage depot in the Nevada desert outside Nellis Air Force Base for 6 years. It's now shut down. When people say UFOs are attracted to nukes, they are telling the truth, but so much more goes on. Now, I read this and I didn't really get into like, what more he's talking about. But anyways, it says, I work at a nuclear weapons storage depot in the Nevada desert outside Nellis Air Force Base for 6 years. It's now shut down. When people say UFOs are attracted to nukes, they are telling the truth, but so much more goes on. My first night there, I witnessed a ball of light trigger sensors on fence line, prompting a security response. The ball got chased by 3 patrols as it flew directly above the fence line before finally taking a sharp turn out into the desert. We discovered 3 mutilated donkeys across a span of 2 weeks, all about a mile from each other and seemingly dropped off out of nowhere. No tracks in or out, various organs removed from each, no blood anywhere, no tears in flesh, all cuts, scavengers didn't even touch the bodies. I witnessed a figure atop a roof of a structure just 30 meters from me and 14 other personnel. It was just standing there watching us. I took a spotlight and shined it up there, and as soon as the light hit the figure, it disappeared. We all saw it happen. I heard a man laughing maniacally once, nothing there. Swept with night vision and thermals revealed nothing. 3 other witnesses. We wrote it off as the laughing colonel, an urban legend passed down by the security personnel for ages. While on patrol in adjoining conventional weapon storage area, me and my partner parked next to a hot pad loaded with 500-pound bombs about to be shipped overseas. Heard a soft cooing sound coming from the pad. Me and my partner did a security sweep of the pad, and the cooing kept happening and seemingly luring us past the pad and into the pitch black desert. Night vision and thermals revealed nothing. We did not pursue, just did another sweep of the pad and moved along. While on training exercises, our machine gun overwatch team spotted 2 figures on thermals in the desert behind us. Exercise was immediately canceled when Security One said he didn't place any bad guys out there. Everyone locked and loaded, set up a sweep. The overwatch team observed the figures going prone and backing away from our sweep element, then disappeared when we got close. Our thermals confirmed trace heat on ground despite us doing the sweep, never seeing anything. Weirdest event was when I was exterior patrol outside the fence line. Got a call to respond to a truck approaching on side of mountain nearby, not unusual. Most people didn't know we're out there and we got off radars all the time. We'd scare the shit out of. Visually confirmed truck on night vision goggles, then suddenly the headlights disappear. We believe they've turned them off and we are now approaching on foot. So call for K9 and move to blocking positions where I know anyone will have to cross past us to approach perimeter. We are there for about 10 minutes when one by one patrol members overwatching us from high points on the inside call in lights appearing at our 12, 3, and 9 o'clock, in effect flanking us, with fence line about 300 meters behind us. We see and hear nothing, not even on night vision goggles and thermals. Dog never reacts. Suddenly, panicked patrol car calls in that the lights are rushing us. We are already locked and loaded. I tell my partner to put a grenade in the tube. Nothing happens. Dogs never indicate. Our radios die, and after 10 minutes, we hike back to fence line, only to discover we were out of contact for twice as long as I thought we were. Very paraphrased events because on phone, but our radios only started working when we were back at fence line. There's more, there's more, but these were the highlights of events I'm allowed to speak about. The world is not as normal as you believe it is. Edit. Thanks to Support Analysis who linked this video on the original Ask Reddit thread, which if you watch does indeed contain the stories told by Bumblebee Expensive. Two things are possible when considering the above. Either Bumblebee Expensive might have been present during these events and is directly connected with them, or they're LARPing based on the information which they've watched within the video. Edit to, we have some clarification as per this comment from Bumblebee Expensive. Nope, that's my story. I'm the lead writer of the show. And when the topic came up, I was like, I've got my own. I'll do this one. If you follow the channel, I also write the 100 Day Survival series, and a lot of character names in there are guys that survive. I don't know what all that is. But anyways, that's kind of interesting. Anyways, link will be in the description to that. But you know what I'm saying is, yeah, all of these visits to these nuclear facilities and um, a lot of times UFOs will show up whenever we're in battle, and yeah, UFOs showing up at our battles. I mean, that goes back thousands of years, literally thousands of years, because there are Greek soldiers, texts that were written in Greek, and some were written in Latin, I believe, that describe soldiers seeing luminous objects in the sky, watching them battle. But anyways, let's see. Let's go to this one here about these Denes, Dene. Anyways, this is a short video. Let me just play a few minutes of this. I wonder if this was to hide from flying craft overhead, or were these um, living establishments or living chambers for people who were living on Earth at a time when there was a lot of solar activity going on. From my understanding, there was a time, again, I have no idea if this is actually true, like I thought for 1,000 years or something like that. I know it was some ridiculously long amount of time where, yeah, there was supposedly nonstop um, thunderstorms going on planet Earth. I mean, is it possible that they lived in these uh, holes or these underground living facilities to avoid that? Or was it to avoid being seen by flying craft? This is Darren Kuyu. But again, if you look at the way these things are cut, this was not done by primitive people. Yeah, these tunnels and caves were dug out by people with advanced engineering knowledge, building skills. So, I've said this before, if there's no evidence that this was developed on this planet, then, would it be a stretch to believe that advanced civilizations arrived on our planet thousands of years ago? Now, whether they arrived by choice, whether they crash landed here, um, I have no idea. But obviously, based on all of the evidence that we're finding in the ancient past, there were advanced civilizations here, building structures, making living quarters. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Now, last is this article here about this disappearance of flight N38088. Says you're probably familiar with the disappearance of Frederick Valentic and his Cessna aircraft while being followed by UFO over the vast straits between Australia and Tasmania. But have you ever heard of a similar incident that occurred near Puerto Rico? One of the most intriguing cases of UFO-related disappearances is that of pilot Jose Pagan Santos, who vanished along with his friend Jose Montanaro Torres on June 28, 1980, while flying from Santo Domingo to Puerto Rico. The last communications from Santos was a distress call in which he reported seeing a strange object in front of his plane that made him lose his course and his instruments. According to the transcripts of his Mayday radio transmission, Santos described the object as weird and said it was at 1 o'clock from his position. He also said he had to change his course 3 times to avoid it, but it kept appearing in front of him. He gave his heading as 070 degrees and his altitude at 1,600 feet. He said he was supposed to be 35 miles from the coast of Puerto Rico, but he was not sure of his location. At 8:03 p.m., the Las Mesas site and several aircraft picked up radio transmission from N3808H. Mayday, Mayday, Ercube 80800 Hotel. We can see a strange object in our course. We have lost. Mayday, Mayday. We are lost. Mayday, Mayday. And Iberia Airline flight 1B976 en route from Santo Domingo to Spain responded to the Mayday and received a reply. We are going from Santo Domingo, San Juan International, but we found a weird object in our course. It made us change course about 3 different times. We got in right in front of us now at 1 o'clock. Our heading is 070 degrees. Our altitude 1,600, a 070 degrees. Our VORs got lost, our frequency. Pilot Jose Pagan Santos Mayday radio transmission. Anyways, let me just play this a little bit of this. Wow, that's really hard to listen to. Anyways, the text of this transcripts are right here if you want to go over that. But this is kind of interesting. This is not the first time pilots have encountered or disappeared after encountering flying objects. And I've said it again. These crafts are not visiting us from strange planets or from other dimensions, right? There's a presence. There's obviously another advanced presence sharing the planet with us. I mean, all the evidence is there. I don't understand why so many people are still in denial about it. But yeah, there isn't a single day, every single day, someone somewhere on the planet witnesses a UFO. And it's not because they're visiting. I mean, I'm sure some of them are visitors. There's just too many possibilities out there that I'm sure a few are visitors. But the majority of these crafts that we're seeing you know, are being piloted and controlled by these advanced beings that share the planet with us. Otherwise, you know, we would have a lot more amateur astronomers, right? I mean, there has to literally be thousands of amateur astronomers at any given time, right? Looking out into space. I'm sure there isn't a second, again, same thing, there isn't a second that goes by, right, where some astronomer isn't peering out into space somewhere on the planet. And if, you know, if we had, um, you know, based on the number of sightings and encounters we have, you know, we should definitely have a lot, or there's a lot more amateur astronomers should be seeing crafts entering our solar system. You know, if all of these sightings are from crafts that are visiting from outside of our solar system, but the fact that, you know, that we don't, right, that there aren't that many sightings out in space, but there's literally thousands of sightings here on Earth, would tell me that it's because they're from Earth. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. And if you're new to the channel, if you're not subscribed, definitely subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Anyways, take care.